Hey guys, and welcome back to Shadowrun Hong Kong, where we have just murdered some random Russians that were sitting in these sewers. Despite the darkness, you see something glitter at the edge of the drain. Looking closer, it appears to be a necklace chain of some kind. It's become caught in the drain's pipe, narrowly avoiding falling down into the deep pit. Lifting the necklace out of the drain, you turn it over in your hands. A simple silver pendant on a chain. The silver pendant depicts a long-tailed bird in flight, a magpie. Ah. So it looks like it's magpie's chain. That's interesting. Doesn't look like there's anything there. I'll have a look around here. Oh, dang. The disgusting pile of sinking human remains smells strongly of blood in the first stages of decay. The arms, legs, and organs here are heaped together like stacked firewood, leaking blood and gore across the floor. The parts contained therein appear to have been sliced away from the parent body, rather than torn or bitten. Judging by the clean edges on the cuts, the blade used to sever these parts was extremely sharp. I've seen plenty of disgusting stuff in my day, but this takes the cake. Look at it. Someone stacked these parts up like they were making a larder or something. Hello, serial killer. You got that right, Jesus. I think it was more you got that right, Jesus. Oh, you got that right, Jesus. Good job, Jesus. I'm so proud of you. Looking closer at the pile, one part stands out. It's a severed forearm that's covered in tattoos. Words in a Slavic language and a shining lighthouse adorn the forearm, and ring-like images are inked on one each finger on the back of the hand. There's a skull inside a square. Whoever owned this arm is likely to have been Wampoing, as the tattoos look like they were poorly drawn and inked by hand, rather than a machine. Isn't likely to be Wampoing. Most likely Russian criminal tattoos. So that's the little buddy that went missing, so I'm guessing if I'd came over here and then went to visit them, I'd been like, yo, your buddy's dead. Alright, let's have a look at the PDA. Pada! A small PDA sits on the table, the dull glow of the screen illuminating the surface around it. It doesn't appear to be locked. Sitting next to the PDA is an unmarked keycard of some kind, rather. Get ready to move. Vasilisa, we've got a window for the shipment. We're going to have to get to the harbour in the next few hours. Tell Galena and the others to pack up everything you've got and get ready to haul it through the storm drains towards the meeting spot. We can't afford to miss this opportunity. Bloody hiccups. Hey Yaroslav, Alexander's still not back from his scouting trip yet. He said he found a stockroom behind Mrs. Yang's Jade Mountain restaurant. There's also a bunch of keycards for it. Belong to some woman named Magpie. He's out through it now. We can't just leave him behind. Can't you delay this handoff a few more hours? You grab a keycard from a table. Hidden stockroom might be worth investigating. I can't delay. No, I can't delay the handoff. The ship will leave when it leaves. If Alexander's not back in time to make it, it's his own damn fault. Now get your crew in high gear and make sure we've got the goods by the time things are set, Yaroslav. Alright, let's leave the PDA alone. Is there anything else in here? No, doesn't look like it. Back up. Oh, okay. So what was that a key to that we just got? Search Magpie's stockroom. Keycard to Magpie's shop. Keycard to the secret stockroom. Ah, okay, this is the restaurant here. Well, by the way the storm drain was set out, it seems like the whatever it is that we're looking for is probably going to be in this stockroom. Despite the table's crude construction, an artfully laid meal awaits the owner. Several small dishes are filled with pickled vegetables, while a larger plate is arranged with long slices of raw meat. The meat is a pale pinkish white, like raw pork, and is covered with a light soy marinade. Poking at the raw meat, you discover that it's surprisingly tender. What's more, it has a faint aroma of marinade, as if deliberately prepared. Eat some? Fuck off! Fucking eating random fucking meat lying around, are you mad? This box is packed full of odds and ends. It nearly overflows with a collection of knickknacks, souvenirs, and assorted personal effects. There's no rhyme or reason to the collection of items. They appear to be thrown in haphazardly. Among the contents are charms from various temples, a wooden mask, and a paper fan. The wooden mask is extremely light. It's been painted a pale white, and the surface is almost as smooth as porcelain. Delicate features are lifted. Eyebrows are matched with bright red lips. Delicate features and lifted eyebrows are matched with bright red lips and delicately carved teeth. The teeth have been stained a deep black. The small charms are square cloth packets, each approximately 1 inch wide and 3 inches tall. They come in a variety of bright colours and are embroidered with characters for prosperity, peace, wealth and protection. Inside each appears to be a folded paper prayer or fortune written in Japanese. Unfolding the fan, you tilt it upwards to the light to examine it. The image depicts an East Asian city from the 19th century or earlier. Curved roofs at sunset beside a deep blue river. 2 ships sail down the river, which is in turn spanned by a long wooden bridge. In the foreground, labourers carry buckets along the shore as a man on horseback rides in the opposite direction. In the distance, a pair of large red buildings dominate the city skyline. 1 large temple hall and 5-tiered pagoda. As you step away from the box, you hear a slight click in the distance. The sound of the door's latch shutting. You're no longer alone in the stockroom. Hello. Just push Duncan out of the way, you dick. Standing before you is a man clad in heavy armour and bearing a katana on his hip. His skin is ashen grey, his eyes dead white. His teeth are jagged and appear quite sharp. This is no man, it's a ghoul. The ghoul's blind eyes search back and forth as it regards you. It cannot see you, but you have a sense that it knows exactly where you are at all times. Ah, a hired gun. No doubt brought to bear against me by Wampo and elders, a means by which they can lift the curse plaguing them. I salute your tenacity, but I wonder will you hear me out before raising your weapon to kill me? You're a ghoul and you're talking. Yes, I'm not only talking, I'm reasoning as well. And since you've not attempted to kill me, your own higher faculties are engaged. I am a curiosity to you. The ghoul bares his teeth, breath rasping over them as he inhales. You wish to know not only what I am, but what I have done. As for you, you may call me Gaichu. I know who you are, you're the one killing the Wampo and elders. You're correct. I've killed all of the Wampo and elders to date, though only Elder Magpie was according to my initial plan. I regret the deaths of the other elders, but it was necessary. This affair began simply enough. As you may surmise, I am not someone who can be seen in public without great risk. Wamboa Garden is an excellent place to hide, no police or trier presence, and minimal interest in things that lurk in the shadows. Unfortunately for me, Elder NG discovered me through communion with her spirits. Rather than kill or chase me away, she came to me with a proposition. NG and the other elders were having problems with one of their number. An elder named Magpie had been holding many of their plans hostage and would not budge. They could not remove Magpie, however, because her services were too useful to the Wampoans at large. NG offered me payment to dispose of Magpie, and I accepted. We shoots you a sidelong glance, tusks bared as he grits his jaw. Why the hell are we talking to this thing, Stejo? It's a goddamn ghoul, and you know what they're like. Really? What, pray tell, am I like? All teeth and claws and bad manners, I expect. Actually, his tone is amused, despite the harshness of his rasping voice. I want his armour, though. Really? You want to crack jokes, you cannibal? Wu takes an involuntary step forward, raising his rifle. You're the kind of monster that devour a family just because it's convenient. Remember the 162s, Stejo? He's just like them. 162 were a gang, Wu and the Barons. Like that makes a bit of difference. Go on then, talk to the monster, but I'm keeping my finger on the goddamn trigger. I believe that when we're speaking of the Elder's plans to have me kill Magpie, surely you must be a lot curious about that. You didn't clean up all of her blood, I found some in her drain. Ah, unfortunate. I thought I was careful enough. Having it on my hands must have obscured my sense of smell enough that I missed the last remnants in the drain. I disposed of Magpie's body by emptying the blood in her bathroom, then I cut her up into more portable pieces. Those were placed in a plastic tarp which I took to the storm drains and hid. Gaichu nonchalantly waves a hand, his tone flat and unconcerned. It's unfortunate, but my survival depends on the consumption of raw, meta-human flesh. Letting such nourishment go to waste would be a foolish error. But why kill the other elders? I contacted the elders, not in person of course, and they arranged to exchange payment. I assumed that since the job was done, NG would be a woman of her word. Baring his teeth, Gaichu hisses his next words across clenched teeth. I was mistaken. I arrived at the nearby parking garage the elders had told me about. They had cleared out the other Wampoans under some pretense, though I'm not sure what ruse they used. The elders never showed up. Instead, several members of the HKPF arrived. They were more heavily armed than usual, so I suspect they knew something of my nature. I saw scarring on the concrete from bullets and a blade. You killed him with a sword? My hands, yes. My blindness precludes the use of ranged weapons. Unfortunate, since I was an excellent shot before I became infected, but my skills in grappling and kinjutsu have only increased. A battle of swords, a clash of souls, mine was stronger than theirs and they perished. A betrayal of that sort cannot stand. Not only was I not paid for my time and effort, the Wampoan elders treat me like a common animal, and I'm so much more than that. Reputation is everything, and I had none. I had hoped to build a network of contacts so that I would be able to continue finding work, but with that treachery, my hopes were dashed. I decided to become the monster that they feared. One by one, I've been eliminating them. They know how to contact me and could have ended the nightmare at any time by making amends. I would have asked for more money, but I would have ceased my hunt. Yet they did not. Instead, he contacted you, no doubt asking you to eliminate me where the police had failed. So I ask you, what now? What will you do? Will you attempt to finish what the Wampoans started, or will you treat me with the same humanity I've shown you? Did you eat the elders? Some of them, not all. My condition requires that I consume raw metahuman flesh. I don't require a great deal to survive, perhaps 3 to 4 pounds a week. Consequently, there is vastly more supply than demand. Is this from your armour? Ah yes. I felt a ragged edge on one shoulder plate. I assume it was removed when one of the police officers shot me with his rifle. The hazards of war include unkempt attire, unfortunately. Why would the elders have killed you instead of paying you? A number of reasons. They're notorious cheapskates and will always try to save money when dealing with outsiders. It could be natural inclination towards profit. They may regard me as subhuman and therefore unworthy of respect. It could be that they felt I was too dangerous to allow to live. It could even be that they simply didn't like me. The net result is the same. However, they reneged on a deal we brokered and attempted to have me killed. A message must be sent, blood must be paid. As they've hired you to kill me, they have obviously not learned a lesson. If I let you live, what we do? Kill the rest of the elders and anyone else they send to exterminate me? It's a matter of survival. Should I ever have the opportunity to work freelance again, potential employers need to understand the price of betrayal. These murders are my curriculum vitae and revenge. I've made my decision. That'd be nice, getting them to work with me. But... You know how to fight him? Ah, okay. Curious of him, what if the elders will allow me the satisfaction of killing them? I want to see what they have to say first. I would counsel you not to believe their words, but you have the sound of someone who's wary as a matter of course. Very well. Let us wait until a bit later in the night. Most pedestrians will be off the street and it'll be easier for us to approach the Wampoa without being noticed. We've got a ghoul falling, that's strange. Very odd. Looks like, I'm guessing we're going to get in a fight with the elders. As you approach, Elder NG's eyes widen. Her mouth falls open, the veins of her neck bulge. What are you doing? You've brought this thing into our home. Quick, kill it before it kills us. Porter hefts a pistol warily, but does not aim at anyone. Yeah, I have to say this isn't a good idea. Why the hell is a ghoul in here, and why is it wearing armour? Calm yourselves, I'm not an it, and your elders know this, intimately. Gaichu bares his teeth in a rictus grin as he turns to face NG. Good evening, Elder. I can smell your fear, and I'm glad of this. It means that you're learning the price of betrayal. Whoa, what the hell's going on here? Can someone explain to me why the ghoul's talking? Gaichu had a contract with the elders and they betrayed him. You dare to accuse us of conspiring with a monster and covering it up? You're insane. The very idea is preposterous. Porter nods at the elders, looking back at you with a wary expression. I'm interested to hear what kind of evidence you have to support this theory, Studio. As far as I can tell, this monster killed Tong and the others, and that makes him a threat that should be eliminated. The elders hired Gaichu to kill Magpie and make her look like she disappeared. You believe this vermin, this creature that feasts on metahuman flesh, that kills and dismembers our tribesmen? You're a naive and foolish man if that's the case. What proof do you have that Magpie is dead? NG, please. In matters where an elder is accused of breaking our law, the other elders generally judge them. In matters where all of them have been accused, I am authorised to act as a judge. Make your case, Shadowrunner. I found Magpie's necklace in the storm drains. Porter takes a moment to examine the necklace. He nods at you. This is definitely Elder Magpie's. If you found it in a storm drain, that's suspicious, but hardly proof in its own. Of course it's not proof. The number of things lost down the storm drains in Hong Kong must number in the tens of thousands per year. I'm certain that necklace isn't unique either. There was a large amount of blood in her shower drain. So what? Perhaps she cut herself and washed the cut off. Or perhaps you're mistaken about it being blood. You're simply guessing as to what happened. That's true, it's a guess, and even if it is her blood, it doesn't prove that the elders hired this girl to kill her. The elders have always protected Whampoa Garden to the best of their ability. She hasn't been seen in a month, not by anyone. She wouldn't just disappear like that. That may be unlikely, but it's hardly impossible. You haven't established that the elders are involved. All you've done is make suppositions about it. What proof do you have that we hired and betrayed this creature? I won't sit by and listen idly to accusations without any kind of concrete evidence to back it up. How about the fight with the Hong Kong police force? How do you mean? What does that have to do with the elders and the girl? That's a piece of his armour I found in the garage. Find out the armour's marking support and he nods. This is from his armour definitely, but how does it prove that the elders knew the girl's existence? The police officers were abnormally armed and armoured with much heavier gear than a normal patrol. They were armed with armour-piercing, discarding sabot rounds. That's hardly standard issue. Lesser weapons wouldn't have broken that armour plate. If all they were looking for was a common fugitive, why be prepared for a fight of that magnitude? Obviously they knew what they were searching for, it doesn't mean we did. You Whampoans don't allow the police force inside the area, why make an exception this time? The police were polite and asked for permission to enter. They were hunting a non-Whampoan, that was reason enough for us to allow them in. That doesn't add up. Why would the police ask us for entry now? They've never been polite before, and they always just tried to force their way in here. It just doesn't ring true to me. Did you ask them to come in order to hunt down their school? Preposterous, Porter. You know what a community is like. We wouldn't lie over something like this. This girl's been lying the entire time, trying to cover his tracks. He still brutally murdered several elders. That's true, those murders were vicious and cruel. I don't see any way to explain that away. This girl's a monster for how he killed Tong and others. The scene of Tong's murder, like the others, were a deliberate sham. It was made to look more horrific than it was. I believe you, the blood smeared on the walls, the removal of his skin. That's a scene designed to invoke horror, not the scene of an actual fight. Elders, what do you have to say in response? It's a farce. We've dedicated ourselves to protecting the Whampoan tribe and everyone who lives in Whampoa Gardens. Do you really believe outsiders and a monster over our words? We, who have only tried to end the killings? You've been duped, Porter. You and this Shadowrunner. I concur, Porter, you know me. You know the kind of person I am. I wouldn't be party to the killing of another elder. I can't believe we've even entertained the notion that we have to defend ourselves. We should be disposing this girl instead. Tang narrows its eyes at you, hissing. If you think I'll forget this, you're sorely mistaken. I'll not tolerate this kind of insult. The elders were all too happy to have the red spears move into the garage, almost like they wanted to keep anyone curious about the fight away. That's right, you even told me not to go and find out what happened with the fight. You said the Red Spear gangers were moving in and to leave it alone. Why would you tell me not to look into it? I was only trying to protect you from the Red Spears. They're dangerous, which is why I wanted to deal with them directly. Magpie's gear was missing, obviously missing. Obviously missing. Why didn't it tell me that? We would have... He would have had to have noticed, and Magpie's shop is locked up. Why didn't he want me investigating? Pure supposition. You think it proves something that I didn't notice equipment was missing? Magpie's shop is always a horrible mess. This has been messed up since the start of this quest. It keeps saying about Ip, but it's Tang that always responds when we're talking about Magpie's shop, which is strange. You did a full inventory of Magpie's Matrix servers. You assured us everything was running fine and you would be able to continue our work. I find it hard to believe that you missed something as obvious as missing equipment, especially while searching our stock. Alright, I think I've got some idea what's going on here. And what do you believe the real story is? The waters are muddy on this matter. The ghoul seems to be telling some of the truth and I respect that, but the fact remains he's a dangerous creature who's killed many of our number. Our law's clear in this, he must die. You seem to be blameless in this studio. What do you say to this decision? I'm not going to let you kill him. And you two must die. Yep, the one opponent's ready their weapons. Right, I've got a 70% chance to shoot him. Porter Lamb, I've got a fucking 91% chance to hit him. Sorry, Porter. Poor Porter, man. That's Tang. Let's get rid of Ip. Because he bugs the life out of me. Can I haste me? And then just... 67% chance. I thought he might have been able to hit him. Alright. Oh, this is Gaichu. Attack! I should have took him out with his fucking drone as well. 56. He's flanked. Extra damage. Not enough juice. I thought he had mercy kill. I can't. It's annoying. No mercy kill him. Boop. Oh, what? You lucky twat. Right, just rat-a-tat-tat him, and oh, he's in heavy cover. I should have just used the poison stuff on him. Yep, 2 times damage for the crit. Just making them run around. Mate. Don't turn your back on someone with a big fucking gun. Mad. As the Elders fall to the floor, you stop and survey the carnage around you. It is accomplished. No more betrayers alive. No more worry that others may think they can take advantage of me. Lead away, I look forward to a new business partnership. Jeez. This is a bit of a weird one. We were tasked to, like, help these guys out and get paid for it, whereas we just ended up with a new friend. Oh god. Right, but that's going to have to do us for this episode. So as always, thanks a lot for watching. I've been Studio, you've been awesome, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.